Greetings candidates and welcome to the lesson. The subject is auditing and assurance. Today we continue with the topic professional and ethical considerations. We're going to study money laundering. In today's lesson we will define money laundering, then we will briefly discuss the stages in money laundering. Stages, right? Money laundering we know typically involves 3 stages. These are the placement, the layering, and the integration stages. That's what we are going to study briefly in our today's learning session. So what is money laundering? Money laundering refers to the process of making illegally obtained money appear legitimate by disguising its source. Do you understand? It's a process of making illegally obtained money appear legitimate by disguising its true source. It is the process, it's a process. That's why we say there are 3 main stages. So it is the process defining money laundering. The process of making money laundering, first of all, is a process of making illegally obtained money. Illegally obtained money. The process of making illegally obtained money appear legitimate. The source of the money is illegal, but now money laundering is the process of making it appear legitimate by disguising its true source. The true source of this money could be drug trafficking, poaching, criminal activities, and so on. That could be the true source. But money laundering then is a process of making such money, which is illegally obtained, appear to be legitimate. Appear to be what? Legitimate. And it involves a series of transactions. It involves a series of transactions that make it difficult to trace the origin, that make it difficult to trace the true source. It involves a series of many transactions. And that allows individuals and organizations to use money without raising suspicion. So I said there are 3 stages in money laundering, 3 typical stages. Now the first stage is called placement. Placement. The first stage is called placement. Placement. Now this is the initial stage where illicit funds are introduced into the financial system. It may involve depositing money or moving cash into bank accounts or into businesses or other financial institutions. And the goal is to place the illegal funds into legitimate economy. Then number 2 is, the second stage is called layering. Layering. Now layering, in this stage called layering, the launderer conducts a series of complex transactions, The launderer conducts a series of complex transactions, and the purpose is to obscure, to hide, okay, the origin and the ownership of the illicit funds. And this can involve transferring money between multiple accounts, using shell companies, making offshore transactions, or engaging in any other intricate financial maneuvers. The purpose is to create layers of transactions to make it difficult for authorities to trace the money back to its illegal true source. Layering. Having money in account, this account, you put it in another account, you take it to offshore account, then you take the money back, so that in the process of movement of cash, so that the trail is lost. But in the first stage, we say the money is first of all introduced into the system. Okay? Initial is where illicit money is first introduced into the financial system. Money introduced into the financial system. After introducing money into the financial system, then begins the launderer begins the complex process of transferring money into many accounts, so that the true source of this illicit money cannot be known. Then part C is integration. Now this is the final stage, and in this stage the laundered funds are introduced into the legitimate economy, appearing as legitimate assets. And that can be done through investments. Money is invested in shares. The money is invested in real estate purchases, business transactions. Some of the money is used to buy a supermarket at that point. Another one is buy lands in another part of the country and other means. So the funds now appear to be clean and can be used freely without raising questions. The money appears to be clean. The money is then laundered. Laundry, from the word laundry. The money appears to be clean. The money is now laundered. Cleaned. Money laundering is just cleaning illegally obtained funds. So that is in brief, that's what money laundering is all about. The illegal activities I mentioned, they could be poaching, involvement in drug trafficking, or any other illegal sources that have been deemed illegal in a country, maybe drugs, poaching, and so on. So that is how money is laundered and then taken back into the economy. So the funds appear to be clean and can be used freely without any one raising suspicion. So that is these are now the stages. So the reason why we are studying money laundering is because, remember, the topic is ethical considerations. Money laundering is an ethical activity. In fact, it's a serious criminal offense. Money laundering is a serious criminal offense and is often associated with various illegal activities such as drug trafficking, corruption, fraud, organized crime, and so on. And governments and financial institutions have implemented strict anti-money laundering measures and regulations to detect, to prevent, and also report suspicious financial transactions. And these measures could include customer due diligence. These measures also include reporting of large cash transactions. It could include transaction monitoring and the establishment of what we call financial intelligence units. So candidates engaging in money laundering is illegal in most jurisdictions, almost all jurisdictions. And individuals and entities found guilty of money laundering can face significant fines, imprisonment, and other penalties. And authorities around the world work together to combat money laundering through international cooperation and also information sharing to disrupt the flow of illicit funds and dismantle the criminal networks. So that's the meaning of money laundering, and these are the stages. We've said money laundering is a process of making illegally obtained funds appear legitimate. Obtained funds or money appear legitimate by disguising its true source. That's a simple definition of money laundering. Then we say there are three stages. A placement stage where money is first introduced into the financial system. Then there is a stage of layering where they are now the launderers now put money in many accounts. They initiate complex transactions to obscure so that it's not possible to know the source of the funds. Then there is integration where money is taken back into the financial system. Money is used to buy real estates, to buy assets, and so on. So thank you for attending the lesson. We will continue to learn more about money laundering as we tackle questions from past paper questions. This is just an introduction. You recall candidates at your level. For those of you who are doing exams, you should not expect simple questions on money laundering, but the questions are practical in nature. We shall be looking at the practical questions in professional and ethical considerations as we come to close of the topic. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.